Good afternoon and welcome to all the participants who have joined from HDFC Securities and myself Lalit from HDFC Ergo welcomes you all और मैं तमाम उन लोगों का बेहद शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूँगा जिन लोगों ने अपना बेशकीमती वक्त निकालकर ये ट्रेनिंग सेशन अटेंड किया है जिसमें हम उस प्लान के बारे में जानेंगे where by paying a lower premium how a customer can get a larger cover of amount. What are the specialties of that plan? Does that plan have any kind of restrictions या उस प्लान के अंदर केवल एक सर्टेन डिजीज ही कवर होती हैं? Nowadays, if we talk about lot of ailments or disease of hospitalizations, I think corona is the most common word which is nowadays in our usual talks. और ये एक ऐसा वर्ड बन गया है जिंदगी के बीच में कि आज के डेट में हम लोग हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस के बारे में अब बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली बात करते हैं और बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन के साथ बात करते हैं. We have seen the expenses which have day by day is on increasing side, and the number of patients right from day one, because the first patient who was detected prior to 6 to 7 months back in India, आज की डेट में वही count has gone up to more than 50 lakhs. Now a big question comes that if I do have a sufficient capital, so is that enough? Second, do I need to buy any second specific policy for this to cover the corona expenses? And it is not only about corona, it is all about the existing ailments also, be it diabetic, hypertension, or anything. So today I'm going to discuss about in detail that how we can tackle this situation of COVID-19 and what is the best plan is HDFC currently having which we can promote to you. How you can take the benefit of this plan. So I am going to discuss each and everything of this plan. In the meanwhile, if you come across any kind of terminology or any query, you are welcome to place your questions in the chat box. So it would be easier for me and it would be very helpful for me that I would be simultaneously answering the questions also. So before proceeding on to the next slide, I would request all the participants that can anyone of how many of us are already having a health insurance policy? So just type Y as in yes and N as in no in the chat box. Just as in Y. So you have to respond either by Y or by typing the N in the chat box. So I would request all the participants. Okay, so I have received some queries. Yes, there are some people who are already saying that yes, we do are already having a health insurance policy, and some people have also responded that they do have it. So now the next question comes. In context with COVID-19, what should be the average sum insured a client should hold? I'm repeating, what should be an average sum insured a client should hold in context to COVID-19 expenses? Keeping in text with the expenses. And nowadays, just for your information, that the hospital bill has gone up to more than 5 lakhs. Now it's up to you that what should be an ideal sum insured coverage for your for clients or for myself or for my family. So again, you have to just type in your chat box that as per my understanding, I think 3 lakh is sufficient. I am receiving answers like 5 lakh is sufficient. So these kind of queries are oftenly comes whenever we talk about health insurance. So the understanding which I have received from the entire group is that it is a mixed bag, and especially I would like to thank Mr. Ignyar Sonder, who is continuously participating in this question answers rounds, and he has himself admitted that despite not having any Many clients does not having any policy, but 10 lakhs should be an average sum insured, keeping in context with COVID-19 expenses. And I would also appreciate Mr. Venkat also that he has also mentioned some kind of amount. So again, thank you a lot for your cooperation and for support. So moving forward, as I've told you in the initial stage, so the ideal answer is that HDFC Ergo is going to offer a plan. Either you hold a policy or either you do not hold a policy. In both the conditions, means either you're holding or either you're not holding. We are going to offer you an enhanced coverage up to 4 times, up to 20 lakhs of coverage by paying a smaller amount of premium. So certainly I'm going to discuss about the premium part also, and keeping in sync with the share market, like we do have an marginal trading. So believe me, the premium is very, very much economical and you can easily afford it. So the plan name is Medisure Super TopUp, and all the details which I'm going to discuss today is available on the website also. So in case still there is a query or any kind of question which comes to your mind, you can also refer to our website, that is www.hdfcergo.com. So in this next 30 minutes, I will try to put my best foot in front of you. So if I talk about the specialty of this plan is that this plan is having a lifelong renewal, means there is no ceasing age. So it is same like your demat account. So if you want to avail the benefits of keeping a good stock, either you talk about trading or you talk about investment, so it is same. It is as per your wish. There is no ceasing. There is some terminology like unlimited daycare treatments. So certainly I'm going to discuss about this. Key benefits of no sublimits policy, pre-existing covered after 36 months, pre and post expenses, service assurance, and customer centric. What I will do, I will come back to this slide once again. So this is just an overview because many of us would not be so much comfortable in insurance terminology. So what I will do, I will explain each and everything with a brief example over here. So this is a plan which works in hospitalization. In a simple meaning, when any client is admitted to hospital either for accident cases or for ailment. So that ailment could be COVID-19, that could be heart attack, cancer, whatever. So 24-hour hospitalization has to be there. It is simply meaning that if you want to trade a stock, so either it has to be intraday or interday or future options. So any of these has to be selected. So same way, to take the benefit of this plan, a client had to get admitted to a hospital for a minimum hours of 24 hours. So each and everything, be it ICU, doctor charges, nursing charges, medicines, X-ray, MRI, each and everything which is related to your treatment is covered in this plan. You need not to worry. You need not to be, redeem your stocks. So in a simple meaning, that how to safeguard your investment. So this is one of the best tool which helps in an emergency times. Pre-hospitalization. So pre-simple meaning that whenever any client is getting admitted to a hospital and any kind of consultation charges or the doctor which he has advised to go for medical expenses, test. So these all kind of expenses are considered as pre-hospitalization. So 30 days prior, all the expenses are covered in this plan. And After that, seeing the report, the client is get admitted, and after getting the treatment, once he is discharged from the hospital, next 60 days, whatever the medicines he is taking at his home, they all are covered. So if I summarize this statement, the first statement which says that all the expenses which are spent by the customers from his own pocket 30 days prior before getting admitted to the hospital and 60 days after getting discharged from the hospital. So entire 90 days billing would be reimbursed by the insurance company. So simply meaning by the HDFC Ergo insurance. So customer has do not to shell out any extra money from his pocket. So simultaneously I'm getting questions by questions. So the first question which I received from Mr. C. Shankar Raman is that what is the market share in the healthcare business? So as of now, I would again come to the USPs whenever I would be discussing the market share and the how much strong we are in the market. And will the premium increase year after year once we go for a policy? So I would like to tell to all my stakeholders that Medisure Super Top-Up is such a unique plan where post 60 there is no increase in the premium A. So means the premium which is paid by at the age of 60 till the age of 90 or 100 would be same. So that is the biggest selling point of this plan. Moving to second option, that is inpatient hospitalization. So inpatient hospitalization simply meaning that whenever a client is getting hospitalized for a duration of 24 hours, so that all expenses are covered in this plan. But daycare treatment is something different. Daycare treatment says that all those treatment which do not require 24 hours of hospitalization, they all are covered under daycare treatment. But that doesn't mean that it is an OPD. So daycare treatment means the client went to the hospital and he went for a surgery. It is not a consultation. He went for a surgery, but due to technical advancement of science, that surgery took hardly 2 to 4 hours and the client came back to the home. But the simple thumb rule of the policy says that client has to be hospitalized for minimum 24 hours. So daycare says that surgery has been done, but the duration is not 24 hours. In that case, if that surgery has been less than 24 hours, that surgery would be termed as daycare procedures. So all the surgeries which have taken treatment less than 24 hours and use of anesthesia, local anesthesia for surgery part, all expenses would be bear by the insurance company. And in case if any client is having any kind of disease, so those disease would be covered after 36 months. So it is always advisable, same like as we say in equity stocks, the earlier you start investing, the more corpus is, the earlier you buy insurance. So whatever disease which are generating in your body, they gets covered after a certain period of time. But it is totally a customer wish. Some customers buy financial products at an early stage. Some customers buy financial products at a later stage. So be it equity returns, be it compounding growth, or be it health insurance. So anybody who is already having any kind of ailments like diabetic or hypertension, so if they buy our product, so they have to wait for next 36 months. Anything which is related to the pre-existing disease of the client, that would be covered after 36 months. So this is the waiting period which is offered to only those clients who are not medically fit. Means at the time when they are buying the product, they are having some kind of complication in their body. Now the question comes that what is the waiting period in the policy? So right from day one, the day the customer buys our product, accidental coverage is from day one. Any kind of ailment, be it COVID, heart attack, cancer, diabetes, sugar, all these types of disease are covered after having policy period of 30 days. Means once your policy is 30 days old, then you can take claim for these kinds of ailments. So anybody who is buying this product today, COVID would be covered post 30 days. Similarly, any kind of treatment which is related to the cataract, kidney stone, joint replacement, sinusitis, which is related to the respiratory system of the body, they all are valid in the product after having policy more than 2 years old. Means to take claims of these kind of ailments, a client has to pass the specified waiting period of 2 years. So these are the waiting periods which we are offering to our clients. Now a question comes that who can buy this product? So this product can be bought by even a single person in a family. And if somebody feels that he or she want to cover the entire family, because either we talk about diabetic or COVID, there is some kind of anxiety, scarcity. So we are offering both types of plans, means the individual coverage also and floater coverage also. So floater is like I do have a portfolio where I do have large cap, mid cap, and small cap. So I can buy anything and I can sell anything. So floater is same like way. So if you have bought the coverage of 20 lakhs, anybody in the family can avail that amount. There is no restriction. But if a client has bought the product on individual sum insured basis, so there would be a restriction against the name that every member, for example, Ram is having 10 lakhs, Sita is having 10 lakhs, Love is having 5 lakhs, and Kush is having again 5 lakhs. So these is called the individual sum insured basis. And there could be some situation of floater also where Ram and his family is having a coverage of 20 lakhs. So anybody, be it Ram, Sita, Love or Kush, anybody in the family in a single claim 20,000 rupees in hospital. There is one common question which oftenly comes in the training sessions, that how many times a customer can take the claim. So it is simply that I have transferred a certain amount from my bank to the broking house. Now it's up to me that I want to spend that entire 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs just in a one deal or multiple deals. So same, keeping in sync with the trading account, it is up to the customer that each and every claim amount gets deducted from the basic sum insured, means the main balance. So we have understood that who can buy this plan, what are the waiting periods. Now, before getting into in depth of this plan, that is aggregate deductible. So in a simple meaning, deductible is a very common terminology and very simple, which says that policy is having a certain amount which has to be borne by the client. And if you remember, recently I have said that this plan can be bought by those clients who are already having a health insurance policy, and by even those also who are not having any kind of policy with them. So it is a win-win situation for both types of customers. Now the question comes that our plan is saying that up to a certain amount we are not going to pay an amount. then how this policy would work. In the meanwhile, I would also request all participants, all the members, that whatever the query which is coming to your mind, please don't uh, hesitate. Just place your questions in the chat box. So this plan works on the principle of aggregate deductible. We all know what does aggregate mean. Aggregate means to sum up, to accumulate, and deductible means that whatever the amount which has been spent by the customer, we would be accumulating that account. We will be accumulating that amount. Now this seems to be very technical. Sometimes you are saying that a deductible amount, sometimes we are saying aggregate. So let's do what we will do. We will explain through an example. So currently we are offering coverage for 16 lakhs as well as for 20 lakhs. In this slide, you can easily see that we are offering aggregate deductible of 4 lakh of rupees. So simple meaning, any client who is already having a policy either from HDFC or from some other insurance company, we are not going to pay for initial 4 lakh rupees. Initial 4 lakh rupees has to be borne by the client. If he is not having any kind of policy, certainly he has to borrow the money and pay the claim. Is having a policy from some other insurance company, so certainly that 4 lakh rupees would be paid by that insurance company. Over and above that amount, 16 lakhs would be paid by Super TopUp. So now let's understand this example. For example, a client is already having a 4 lakhs of policies and he bought a Super TopUp plan of 16 lakhs. After buying both the plans, 3 months down the line, there was a severe heart attack in the hospital and the hospitalization expenses shoot up to 10 lakhs. So out of 10 lakhs, 4 lakhs would be paid by the first insurance policy. Now the hospital would ask that, sir, your 4 lakh rupees card has been exhausted. What about the next 6 lakhs? Please pay the amount. What our customer will do, he will again show the second policy and next 6 lakhs would be paid from Super Top-up. And his entire 10 lakh rupees billing would be cashless settled. Despite that, from 4 lakh minus 4 becomes 0 and 60 minus 6, still there are 10 lakhs pending. So means lesser premium and a wider coverage. So as I have received one question from our sir that my age is on 60 plus and is this plan is beneficiary for me? Yes, sir. Definitely you can buy this plan. And the beauty of this plan is that after you have already attained the age of 60, so in that case, there would be the first thing which I guarantee you is that there would be no increase in the premium till lifelong. This is the biggest selling point. Second, second point is whatever the expenses which are spent after that deductible amount, you need not to buy any health insurance policy. All the expenses, whatever they all would be paid by us. So even I have received a feedback from Sir C. Shankar Raman that thank you for your answer. And again, I have received one good question from them that what about the critical illness cover like cancer, heart attack? So sir, I would like to tell you that be it cancer, be it heart attack, yes, Super Top Up covers all these expenses related to cancer and heart attack also. There is very interesting question which is again raised by the sir that I am covered by my employer for health insurance. What benefit I derive by going for this policy when I have a coverage by my employer. So this is the first objection which usually comes whenever we talk about super top-up. Now the question which I'm going to ask, that if somebody puts is question like this in front of me, I'm sure if employer is providing a coverage, so that coverage either be of 3 lakh rupees, 4 lakh, 5 lakh, or max to max 10 lakhs. Now the question comes that God forbid if those expenses in a single go exceeds 10 lakhs, what is the solution? Because we should not forget the recent COVID expenses. The billing has shoot up like anything. And if you talk about quality hospitals pan India, be it Max, Fortis, Medanta, Apollo, they charge a hefty amount of hospitalizations. So at that point of time, my employer would compensate, would support up to that limit only. But if I have a super type of plan with me, I need not to worry. All the expenses after that deductible amount, be it 4 lakhs or 5 lakhs, they all would be borne by this plan. Again, the next question which I received from that, what is the maximum coverage under this plan? So, sir, the maximum coverage under this plan is 6 lakh rupees, and the maximum coverage is of 20 lakh rupees. And again, a very good question, that will this increase every year in line with inflation? No, sir. I think as of now, if somebody feels that 20 lakhs is not sufficient, so certainly he can buy two plans at a one go. And believe me, when you will see the premium, it is just the peanuts for you. And the question which I received, one more question, that is it advisable to buy top up from same insurer? Uh, Sometimes it's better, but I would also advise that before buying any top up, so there is a little bit of difference between top up and super top up. So before proceeding further, and I would like to personally thank you, Mr. Sanjeev Saxena, that sometimes people by mistake understand super top up and top up both the same things. So before proceeding further, let me understand that how top up is different from super top up. In the same slide, if you see, there is a word written which is called aggregate deductible. So that is applicable only in super top up. Top up says that whenever you want to take claim from top up policy, each and every claim should get exceeded your amount. So 4 lakh rupees. So let's say an example to understand much better. A client is having 4 lakh rupees of base policy and he bought a 16 lakh rupees top up cover, not super top up cover. His first claim was 4 lakh rupees initially paid. Second claim was of 5 lakh rupees. Again, that was paid. Why? Because 5 lakh is greater than 4 lakhs from the top up. Now, in the same year, there is a third occurrence of claim. So, third claim was of how much amount? 3 lakh rupees. The insurance company denied to pay the claim. When the customer asked that why you have denied, the answer was, sir, it is below 4 lakh rupees. In top up plans, there is a condition that claim amount should be greater than the deductible amount. So 3 lakh is smaller than 4 lakh. So hence these 3 lakhs would have to be borne by you. They will not be paid by insurance company. So that was a setback. But if this has been situation in super top up, believe me, client has not to be little bit worry, and entire 3 lakh rupees would be borne by the insurance company, by the HDFC Ergo itself. There is one question which I received from Mr. Deepak Gupta, that in daycare treatment, dental, surgery, pregnancy is covered. So, Mr. Gupta, I'm so sorry that in daycare treatment, no insurance company covers dental treatment or pregnancy covered. So, in this plan, I can include myself, spouse, dependent children, dependent parents, and even in-laws also. And the best part is that as of now, if client buys a 2-year policy, he gets a premium discount of 5%. If a client is buying a product on a floater basis, then it will be advisable to buy for 2 years. Then he can get the discount of 5% of the premium part. But if customer buys different 20 lakh rupees for himself, 20 lakhs for spouse, and 10 lakhs for both the kids, so in this case, the client would be eligible for a discount of 10%. So in a simple meaning, whenever client is approaching with the different sum insured options in a family, he would be entitled for a family discount of 10%. And whatever the premium which you are paying for your family, self, spouse, and kids, 25,000 is the income tax rebate which you can claim. And if I'm buying this product for my parents, for senior citizens, I can additionally get rebate of 30,000. So in a simple meaning, I can take under section 80D rebate up to 55,000 in this plan. So these are the coverages which we have recently discussed, that right from day one, accidental coverages are there. Accidental hospitalization is covered from day one. COVID would be covered after 30 days. Cancer, heart attack, cataract, joint replacement, diabetes, hypertension, these all ailments would be covered once your policy is more than 2 years old. And all those clients who are already having any kind of ailments when they are buying the product, so that would be covered once your policy is 3 years old. So that is called pre-existing disease. And does not cover this policy does not cover any treatment related to cosmetic surgery, dental treatment, pregnancy, and all these. Now the question comes that is there any kind of medical test in this policy? So, and what about the small children? So this is a plan where I can insure a small child from the age of 91 days till 55. No medical test is required. Just in a single click, within 2 minutes, the policy is issued. Anyone who is having the age of more than 55 years and below 65, again, they all are welcome to buy this product, but they have to go for medical examination. They have to go for the pre-policy health checkups. And believe me, that pre-policy checkup is a entirely cashless checkup. You need not to pay any kind of amount to the cashless center. So before proceeding further, there would be a confirmation call from the center that on which date, which time you are going to the center. You just need to visit and no amount would be paid from you. And after attaining the age of 60 years, premium remains constant, lifelong renewals, and large cover at affordable price. And the best part is that it's up to you, being a person who is in Madurai, Bangalore, Chennai. If somebody wants to come in Mumbai or in Delhi for treatment, always welcome. No co-payment would be applicable. So, in a simple meaning, co-payment means sharing basis. So, whatever the billing amount is after passing that deductible is borne by the insurance company. So now I'm showing you just the premium rates of this slide. So these are the premium rates which are visible on your screens. So anybody who is already having a coverage of 4 lakh rupees, if he buys a 16 lakh rupees additional coverage, the premium just 1980. So now you can well imagine that how much strong product currently we are offering to our customers in the market. And this kind of premium, believe me, is nothing for you, is nothing for you. They are just the peanuts for you because you deal in such kind of trading in stocks. And if I go to the 5 lakh rupees, so let's have a view of that also. So in this slide, you can premium chart, you can see then anybody who is having the age of 60,000, this is the flat premium till his last breath. No premium change. Now see the beauty of this plan. Anybody who is having the age of 35 years and a buys of 20 lakh piece of coverage, just 2200. So how much economical it is? Although he has been paying 770 for just 5 lakhs. So if I multiply 5 lakhs by 4 and 770 by 4, so that comes roughly 3000. So the higher the coverage amount, the lower the premium is. And that is the biggest selling point of this product. So now moving forward again to our question answers round. So I can see a good round of questions which are coming in the chat box. So what happens when minor children becomes adult? Do they lose coverage? No, sir, they do not lose coverage. So once they become adult, the continuity benefit keeps on and they are issued a separate policy. And what happens if existing my base family floater has 15 lakh rupees cover? Can I get a Medisure super top up with aggregate deductible of 15 lakhs instead of 5 lakhs? No, sir. In that case, I would advise you that if you are already having a health insurance policy of 15 lakhs, so you can choose the deductible of 5 lakh rupees and you can buy the 20 lakh rupees super top up coverage from our side. Thank you for answers. So next question which I received from Mr. C. Shankaraman is that once I retire and if there is no policy supported by employer, how do you work out the aggregate deductible? Please explain without a simple calculation. So in this, the question which you have raised, sir. So for example, if you have bought a 4 lakh rupees deductible and 16 lakh rupees the super top up plan, and after you are retired from your organization, so in a policy period of 365 days, you have to bear expenses of initial 4 lakh rupees. So that could be from your pocket, or if you buy any base health insurance policy, apart from 4 health lakh rupees, additional 60 lakhs would be paid by super top up. So this is how it works. So the next question which I have received from Mr. Sridhar is that how will you arrive deductible as some of you might have two medical claim policies, one personal and another from company sponsored or additional policy taken for parents. Not that job can be changed and company group policy may not be continued in future. So in this case, sir, I would advise that whenever this kind of scenario comes, it is always advisable to buy the product with the lower deductible coverage. So as of now, 4 lakh is the lowest deductible coverage which we are currently offering. So I would advise that please you can buy the aggregate deductible of 4 lakh price. The next question which again I have seen from Mr. Sanjeev Saxena that I have coverage of 10 lakhs as of now. How deductible will work? As in your slide, the maximum deductible is 5 lakhs. So 5 lakhs doesn't mean that 5 lakh. It means that if you're already having a 10 lakh piece coverage over and above 5 lakhs, in a simple meaning, you can claim up to 30 lakhs. Simple meaning. So please don't get confused that if I'm already having a coverage of more than 5 years, is it advisable to buy? No. Simply meaning add your basic sum insured and add your super top up sum insured, whatever the amount is, the lower the deductible. So for example, if I talk about Mr. Sanjeev Saxena, he is already having a base policy of 10 lakh rupees and he also buys a 20 lakh. So in case of emergency, he is ready with the umbrella of 30 lakh rupees. Now, how these 30 lakhs would be settled? These 30 lakhs would be settled 10 lakh rupees from the base policy and 20 lakhs from the super top up. In case if the claim is 25 lakhs, 5 lakhs from the base company and next 20 lakhs from the HDFC Ergo super top up. So how this is works? Okay, now I have received one question from Mr. Igniyal that I had employer coverage for medical insurance until I retired. Now I am retired. How can you help me get a Mediclaim policy immediately instead of waiting for 3 years? So I'm so sorry, sir, that in case if you're already having any kind of pre-existing, so that is a guidelines that any client who is having any kind of complications because before buying the product, they would be covered after completion of 36 months. So you have to wait in that case. The best part despite this is that we are the company which do not deduct any claim amount. And if I talk about the specialties, the USPs, that why a client should buy any product from HDFC Ergo, there are 3 to 4 main points. The first, the largest number of chains. So as we all people are from securities from trading background, so somebody would like to trade in a BSC, somebody in NSC, future options, NASDAQ, whatever as per your options. So same that way, it is up to me that we are having a vast network of more than 10,000 hospitals. And it is the biggest chain of hospitals pan India. Second, we do cashless response within 22 minutes. Are 92% of cashless. So whenever we place any kind of equity stock through order book, so I get a confirmation at a late evening. But what my broker says that once my stock is purchased, instantly I get a message. So same way, when anybody is getting hospitalized in hospital, maximum within 15 minutes, he gets a message that either your cashless has been approved or denied. So as of now, again, I feel that we are on the number one slot whenever we talk about cashless claim settlement. And third, that is not the last and very important, that whatever the claim amount is, so it is up to you. If you feel that in your hometown or in your city, the hospitals are not so much equipped with the modern facilities, you want to go to the higher cities like Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai, or Delhi, certainly you can. Whatever the billing amount is, that billing amount would be paid by the insurance company, that is HDFC. No co-amount sharing would be paid by you. So that is how this plan works. Again, I would request all my participants, is there any kind of questions? So you can please place your questions. So before getting into the last round, I am just giving a summarizing or overview of Medisure Super Top Up, that this is a product which comes with the lifelong renewals, and it covers all such surgeries which do not require less than 24 hours of hospitalization. In the market, there are companies which do offer only for 100, 50, 400, 500, but our company says freedom, unlimited. And key benefits are that it is no sublimit policy. Whatever the billing amount is, that billing amount would be simply paid by the HDFC Ergo. And if any expenses which has been spent from customers on pocket, 30 days free, and 60 days post, again we are ready to reimburse that amount. Until the age of 55 years, there is no medical test, and after attaining the age of 60 years, there is premium constant till lifelong. So this was just an overview of the product Medisure Super TopUp, where anybody can be insured till the age, beginning age is 91 days up to the age of 65 years. So 65 years is the last entry age.
Dear participants, we are having a little technical issue. Lalit will join us in a few minutes. Sorry for the delay.
So any questions, which is any questions from your side, please? Sir, any questions from your side, please? You can place your questions in chat box also. Okay, so there is one more question which I received from Mr. C. Shankar Raman, that what is the likely increase every year in the premium till one attain 60 years of age? So, sir, again, I would like to show the premium chart over here, that there is no premium change once the age is 60 plus. So I'm showing you the premium once again for your reference. So these are the premiums which are going to remain constant till lifetime, till the last breath. So believe me, this is the biggest selling point or biggest USP of HDFC Ergo. Any questions or last question from your side as we are just approaching toward the time duration of our session? So any questions which yes, there is one more question that can you advise some good policy to cover the amount? Yes, sir. In this case, I would advise that you can get in touch with our HDFC Ergo sales representative, and there is a product by the name of My Health Suraksha. So just make a note, My Health Suraksha. Again, that is a wonderful product, and that product can even be purchased at any point of age, be it 50, 70, 80, 90. Yeah, certainly. If I talk about the base premium gets revised, gets changed after every 5 years. But if you talk about super top up, there is no premium change. So the premium which has been paid at the age of 60, it would be same at the age of 70, 80, 90, like this. In top up plan, in blaze plan, it keeps on changing after a gap of every 5 years. So on behalf of HDFC Ergo, myself Lalit, I would like to thank you all the partners who have given up their valuable time to take the advantage of this product that is Medisure Super Top Up, and is a product for those clients who are already having a health insurance policy, and even for those clients who are not having, means for both the kinds of customers. So it is a wonderful product. So before summarizing this session, again, I would like to extend my gratitude of hearts, a lot of thanks for giving your valuable time to make a wonderful session in interactive sessions where I have come across with n number of questions from your side. And I definitely believe that the questions or the queries which have been raised by you, certainly our sales representative again will get in touch with you and we will close our leads. Till the last question which I received from Mr. Sri Shankar Raman is that what about the premium increase till the person reach 60 years? So sir, it is visible on the screen that it's always on the age bar, means the age, there are four age left. So 46 to 60, after that 60 plus. So this is how it depends. So with this, I take permission to say goodbye to all of you. So thank you very much for your valuable time and have a great day.